Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Nikki Zick, and today we're going to be doing an abstract circle pattern with leaves in mixed media. I used watercolor paints, water-soluble crayons, and then permanent marker for the dark line details. So this was really a fun project for me, and I wanted to share it. It's something different than I usually do, but that's always good to try new things, and let's get started. So I'll prop up our artwork to follow along. I used 3 different shades of blue to make the circles in the background. The first is like an aqua blue, and I did it at the top. Everything is wet on dry, but we want to keep the paints very moist and wet, so that way when we do the crayon, it is easy to glide over the paint. Here's our second aqua circle. We'll do another one down here. And then we'll do the second blue. You could do it right up against the first blue. And if it bleeds, that's fine, because this is all mixed media, and blending and bleeding is part of the mix, shall we say. Here's another blue circle down at the bottom. Then we'll add the third blue, which is a deeper blue. We'll put one in the middle here. One down on this corner. And one on the top. I'm following the layout from above, but things change as you paint. The lightness and darkness. Now I have my pre-selected crayon. I'm using a crayon called Sky Blue, and I'm going to draw into the paint while it's wet with my crayon. This is a water-soluble crayon, so it blends as you paint with the crayon into the wet paint. And I'm just drawing sprigs of leaves going through the wet paint here and there. Okay, next we'll do the right side of the circles. I'm going to start with the aqua blue. Make a nice round circle. We'll do one more over here. Then I'm going into the middle value. We'll put it close to the center. We'll put one on the bottom edge. And lastly, we'll add the dark blue. And we'll put a dark blue at the bottom. And now we'll get our crayon again. We'll go up through this paint while it's still wet. And then I'll do another floral vine leaf, I should say, a sprig going through the paint on this side. Next we'll draw and paint some circles in a bright green. Paint one on the top here, one in the corner here, one in the center here, and one on the top corner. And now I have my crayon, which is a color called grass green, and I'm going to do a pinwheel in the center of each bright green circle that I made, and it'll blend into the paint. Next we have to wait a minute. I would like to add the blue dots in the background. I'm using a fourth blue. I'm going to put some smaller circles around the larger ones. A little more paint. We'll put one in this little nook. We'll put one here. We'll put one down at the bottom. We'll put one here. Okay. Now we have to wait it and let the paint dry for at least 15 minutes so that way I can go in with my permanent marker. So we'll be right back. Okay, now that our painting is pretty much dry, I'm going to go in first with the fine point of the Ahu Ahu marker, and I'm going to draw the fine sprigs of leaves and stem, and I'm going to color in the leaves with the fine point marker and make a sprig with about 6 leaves. And then I'll do one going the opposite direction, maybe coming from the bottom, and draw the leaves and just color them in. It's a little weird drawing upside down, but I'll go with it. And then we could draw one up here. It shows up more on the lighter blue background, which is nice, giving this an accent. We'll draw one on the top. This is in the aqua blue, so it really shows up nicely. Make the stem a little longer. We'll draw one over here. I'm doing it all in the negative space where there's no crayon mark. Next, we're going to use the chisel tip end of the marker, and I'm going to do some dashes here and there in a random pattern where I put the sprigs of leaves in the stem. I'm just going to do random patterns of dashes next to those sprigs in the circle that they're all encompassed in, and it just gives a little pop of dark color. Next, I'm going to use the chisel tip and color some of the outlines of the crayons. We'll start in the corner, and I'm following the crayon lines and just going inside them. We'll make one here because it didn't show up on the crayon on the dark blue. And we're just following the crayon marks, and we'll do one on the top and just going over the crayon marks, staying inside or going outside of the line. And that's pretty much the final artwork. We'll remove it from the pad, and here you have the final piece, all done in mixed media, watercolor, permanent marker, and water-soluble crayons. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, please put them below. And if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe so that way you'll be alerted of new videos. So I'll be seeing you, and I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.